this one's got some shoulders. Nice crappie.
Should just do it where we could flip the video. It would be really nice. Just flip the camera. I wonder if you did that. So where does it go now? There you go. That'll work. So we just put the shack up because we wanted to get out of the light and get the heat going. Our hands were gone.
There's another one coming up.
These crappies are just stacked in here. So Jake has a Vexlar. He's got Livescope and all that too, but he has it all taken apart at home. And we just picked up a battery from Amped Outdoor when we were at the show. So right now we're just running one unit in the shack in down view, which I don't usually ever use down view, but actually it's pretty nice right now.
Yeah, it's working great. We both easily see our jigs.
Yep. He's got a brush pile kind of on his side. I got one on my side. Jackie's watching. I can't push the buttons because this damn thing's in the way.
Yeah.
Here, am I doing this right? That's where you get the buttons better. Ta-da. That works.
We're cruising in. There he is.
Oh yeah, that's a good mark.
Oh, he's fat.
There's a fat one.
He's fat. Fat.
You gotta love the Eskimo shack here with the ambiance lighting. Alright. I've just been jigging like Ray Charles here because I got my bait down and like Ray Charles looking for the AHA girls. Maybe it's my turn to finally get one. Let's see.
I don't know. We'll see.
Got some nice marks over here. Oh, that's a big mark right there. That's something else.
We had a northern come in earlier, and you could just completely tell it was a northern.
That's what we got going on right here. That's what this mark is.
Oh yeah, it is. Yep, sure is.
Either a walleye or northern right here. None all of our freaking crappies are gone. He's got you right in your sights.
Oh God.
He's gonna take it. He's gonna get it.
I'm gonna snap this pole in half here.
He likes it.
I'm not gonna be able to set the freaking hook on.
Oh, he's turning. Uh-oh. Things are happening. Jake's throwing a spoon down there.
Spoon's going down. I love braid. Oh no, they're coming back. He must have.
That guy. Whoa, holy cow. I'll zoom in a little bit here. Well, got 60% battery left on my phone. We have no headlamps at all, no flashlights. And then we're going to run the battery down to nothing with this live feed, so this will be nice. Come on.
Yeah, that northern's gone.
You know what the problem is this damn phone. Every time we turn it on, everyone's like, yeah, okay. They'll come back when you put a rattle bait down there.
There had to have been 50 or 60 of them just stacked in there, just solid. Like 15 minutes ago.
Where'd they go is the question.
Yeah, who knows? Right by you.
They all just went into that brush pile is what they did. They're all just hiding out. Right inside there.
There we go.
There it is. Saw it here first. Oh, there he is. There you go. What are you using, Jake?
Tungsten jig, green, yellow, orange, and a black plastic. Panfish plastic.
Oh!
Oh yeah, you got one on you right now.
Did.
That's
I
a
did.
big one too.
So, that difference between it hanging downward like that and hanging, come on, perfectly horizontal, all the difference in the world.
And they just disappear like a predator fish is right there.
Got any questions? No.
Any questions?
24 people.
They're right below you in that brush.
Right. Here we go. Oh boy. Cash me outside. Done. I'm gonna start my own guide service called Missed Opportunities.
What's that?
Green and yellow jig. That's why the Packers are doing so well.
Oh, I forgot all about the Packer game. What's the score in the Packer game? Oh, he's got one.
Finally.
Oh my God, I'm so zoomed in. Here we go.
Yeah. And that's still a VMC jig and that Gamma Scud Euro tackle. I have the yellow color on there. I don't know if it would be a little bit more aggressive with a darker color. Generally, I go darker with my plastics, but this seems to be doing the job just fine.
I really like that reel right there.
The one I have?
Yeah, the CGI. I got the same one, but I just don't have it with me.
What do we got?
I got
Nate
nothing.
Nelson's watching. Jim Bob.
I got nothing in here now, man.
Who all went to the ice show? What did we ran into Tony Roach was staying at the hotel with us. That was kind of cool.
Shane Hunter's watching us.
I don't quite get really where they all went, to be honest
I mean,
with you.
they all come out of that
Brush on your side?
brush on my side.
Yeah.
I should be like a hair closer to that.
20. We're losing them quick.
18.
18? Sean, this, well, come on.
Come on, you guys ain't got nothing better to do? Watching us fish.
What you need to do is you get a jig pole.
Yep.
You sit down at your computer, tie it to your shoelace, and then just pretend what we got going on here.
Yeah, they really dipped out of
Right.
here.
You keep that on.
All right, call them in.
One on here. What rod you using, Jake?
Cold Snap 28-inch light Redline series. I actually really like this rod. It was perfect for panfish. It really is. Nice and soft. You don't rip it out of their lips when setting the hook. Oh, we got one coming here.
Oh boy. It's gonna happen.
There it is.
Oh boy.
Coming up.
There he is.
A little bit smaller.
I'm gonna get him going here. I'm gonna get him fired up.
Tell you what, if we were keeping fish, we could have fed 5 families today. Yeah, they're right below you.
I'm gonna put on a Euro Tackle Z Viber and drip it a whole bunch and see if I can't take them back out of that brush. Sometimes you think a bait's too big, but it's really, you know, they come in for the bait, and then if you have like a little wax worm or something on the bottom hook, they just eat that.
I got one right here. There we go.
Oh, jeez. I'm trying to call them in for you here. And unbelievable.
That works.
Your plastic on.
Yeah. Nice little crappie.
Guys down south are probably laughing at us there.
Oh, yeah.
He almost came up the other hole.
Did he?
The transducer hole, yep. Coolest part, you see him swim back down? Look at that. Right back down there. That right there, that's the same fish you just caught right there.
Yeah, those 16, 17-inch crappies are a little hard to catch around here.
So this Z-Viber thing's tiny, and when you rip it, it just goes off good. It really puts a lot of vibration out, so we'll see here. Got one coming up for me, actually.
I got a couple on me now. One cruising in from the right. That was like a good one.
Hopefully we find out. Oh, I'm all tangled up down here. What's going on? Some of the things that'll happen when you're fishing with braid.
He just paused. You see him?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he just stopped.
Mm-hmm.
Brother?
I don't know.
Oh, I got one coming up. Here we go.
Yeah, it's crazy how many. They were just stacked in here, like the entire bottom from one side to the other stacked. And then that freaking northern came in and cleaned them all out. Here comes yep, there you go. Look at that.
Cruising.
Yep, 2 of them cruising in. You're going to get one of them guys.
Oh, I pulled it right out.
Oh, he's still down there. He's still down there. I'm sure he felt that hook. Oh boy, he's coming back? There's no way.
Oh yeah, they're all starting to come back now.
I don't know what they did. I guess they didn't like what I had going on. Filtering in slowly, filtering in slowly.
What kind of settings are best for this bad boy? Jared asked.
So every water, clarity and bottom composition and your range, all different settings. So I started out from a different time when I had this, and it was my settings were pretty high, and when I dropped my jig down, I realized things weren't quite as clear as I wanted. So I just basically start turning things down until it gets cluttered up, and then go back just a little bit. So TVG right now, I think I have it on low, and then I think my noise is actually either off or on low, but this is clean water. This is clear. So, other than that, I mean, for the most part, it's up to you about what you want to see. That one's nice. It's a nice mark. It really matters what you want to see. I know a lot of guys that run all the settings really hot, and quite a bit of clutter in the water, but they say they don't want to miss anything. And there's that way, and then there's the guys that like the screen nice and clear. And what my train of thought is that if you can see your jig all the time, you're not missing fish. Maybe you're missing bait fish, maybe, but I doubt that even.
Another one crawling across the bottom there.
So we're positioned, let's see here, we're positioned next to a hump in deeper water, just off to our left hand side. It goes up to like almost 5 feet deep. Here, I'm gonna screw you for a second. Yeah. You can't really see it from here because we're zoomed in too much, but it goes pretty quick thing. So what we're going to do here in a little bit is we're going to put up some tip-ups for walleye up on that hump or just off the side of it. See what we can't dig up there.
Oh yeah, you got one coming.
Hey-oh, missed him. Swing and a miss. It's always that first drop,
Been working pretty good at just sling it right past them, hit the mud, and then come right back out of there and chase it up.
I know. It's not good.
There we go.
No.
Oh, I lost him.
Went over to my part of the screen.
Yeah.
So you could see, I don't know if you'll be able to tell it or not. Let's see here. That's that fish right there that he just lost. That's a brush pile right there, so you could tell.
He went right back in the brush.
Yep. He got stung, didn't like it, went right back. That's the thing with Livescope, is that you learn so much about fish behavior. So much about it. More in like, you know, a few times out using it than you can in almost a lifetime. Yeah, you see them all coming. They're all coming out of that brush pile there.
Yep.
That guy's coming. He's coming.
Oh, they're hot to trot here.
And I get him right down to him here.
That's a big one right there.
Yeah. Well, he's gonna want nothing to do with me. I don't know what that is. I'm gonna go out and say that I don't think that's a crappie. Judging by the length.
Yeah.
But you never know.
What brightness do you run? Like 70, right?
Well, let's see. I don't remember. I think I turned it up because I was outside. I'm at 80 right now. And even at that, I mean, you can go down in it when you're inside of a shack.
For sure.
And you could still see plenty fine. So, I've got a 30 amp hour battery, so I'm not really worried about it.
I mean, that was at 50 and you could see it perfect.
Oh, for sure, yeah. And we have a window open too, so if we had this closed, it would be just way even brighter.
There we go. I mean, these things aren't monsters by any means, but definitely 9-10 inches, if not more. Like all day.
Better? Alright, I'm gonna try something different.
There's a jig, my jig going up and down. You got a fish cruising in from the right.
He's coming in quick too.
See if he comes up to my jig. Disappeared. That would have been perfect though. That bright red spot, you know, is that like, that wasn't there, right?
Which one?
It's just like sitting there?
Straight like down below the, down below me?
Mm-hmm.
No, that's a fish that came cruising in.
Yeah.
He's just kind of chilling.
What brightness? Oh, but what brightness outside when it's real sunny?
I pretty much still stay on 80. For the most part. I mean, you just gotta put your put the sun to your face basically, so it's not shining right onto the screen.
Thinking about changing my plastic up.
Well,
get rid of this
you're
black.
Doing a little better than I am. I don't know if it's because of your proximity to that.
Got one coming up right now.
Alright, we're gonna try the crazy critter. We're gonna see what this is, what happens here.
There we go. Oh, that's a pretty good one. If you don't have one of these cold snap outdoors toothpicks, suggest you go get one. They're amazing.
Yeah, for sure.
So easy, quick, get the hook out, get the fish back down the hole and keep fishing.
Yeah, it's better for the fish, and it's also better for your efficiency to catch fish too. You're out here fiddling around trying to stick your finger in there and pop it out. It only takes 2 seconds. pop it out with the tool.
Made of plastic so it never gets cold.
Right. And got that little recoil on it. This is what he's talking about. Let's see if I can get it. It's this toothpick tool. It's got these on the tip. You stick it right down in there, you turn it, and it pops the jig right out.
And it doesn't hurt your jig.
Nope, yeah, it doesn't take the paint off, nothing like pliers would. The trick to it is to make sure you keep your line tight, actually. I usually keep a little pressure on the tip of my pole, and then I just push down against the pole, and then once it pops out, you can just let the resistance from your rod pull the jig out. Somebody's dragging out here. Alright, what do you think of this? What do you think of that?
Oh yeah. You can see fish when they're hugging the bottom.
This is the Euro Tackle. I don't know if you can see it. It's the Crazy Critter. It's got little tiny like paddle fins all over it. Can you see fish when they're hugging the bottom? Yes. I mean, these are 8-inch crappies that we're catching, 8, 10, in 17 feet of water, and you can see them when they're coming on the bottom. The thing is just to train your eyes about what you're continually looking at. So like you'll see this little bare spot right here. Well, when all of a sudden that doesn't look like that anymore, there's generally a fish there. Depending on the bottom too, of course. You would think that as the day went on, that this bite would actually turn on more. Because like at 11 o'clock, it was just one after another. 9 people. We're down to 9.
Yeah.
We got Ben. Hey, Ben. I mean, we all know the real star of the show is the Livescope, so that's why we're just leaving it on that screen, basically.
What time did we get here? 9:30?
9:30, yeah.
I mean, since 9:30, we've fished in the worst part of the day, noon. And it's almost 2 now. I mean, we probably caught 50
Oh, yeah.
crappies and bluegill easily.
If you can ever go to a lake and you know where either brush pile or cribs are, do your absolute best to find those before anything else. You do that. Use that as your first place to try. Or if you have a lake that you usually fish on that doesn't have that stuff, it's a good idea to maybe try to get something in the lake and mark it out real nice. That way you can go to it later. So this, whatever this is probably not a crappie. It's probably something else that the crappies don't like.
And just sitting there.
Yeah, so I need to throw something down, a rock down there. Get him out of here.
We're in like northwest Wisconsin.
Yep. Just like an hour outside St. Paul, probably.
Between St. Paul and Eau Claire?
Yeah, I'd say, and just a little bit north.
Yeah.
Not far though. We probably drove 35 minutes from our hotel, which was just over the border in Minnesota. Freaking fish is pissing me off. It's moving.
He's moving, yeah. See that big red mark?
I'm gonna freaking get after
I
him
don't know
here.
if they can see it here. It's definitely...
Either he's gonna... Nope,
Yeah,
there he
see
goes.
that?
There you go, I hit him in the tail.
There you go. See that fish
Good.
going across?
Get out of here. Go on now, get!
Right there. That's got to be a northern.
Maybe a walleye.
Maybe a walleye. I'm guessing northern.
I guess maybe I should have tried throwing a rattle bait down there. Oh, another one.
That's why we have...
Instantly, a fish just moved right in
Yeah.
for my jig.
I
After
mean, that's
he
clearly
left.
why we haven't had any
Yeah.
bluegill and crappie for a while. Need to get him moved.
Right. Let's see where he went, actually. Hopefully he's out of here.
Yeah, he's just sitting there.
Yep. I'm over here changing baits, like I think that's the problem. A wolf sitting underneath the tree stand.
So
I usually always try to keep like some kind of a rattle bait on. What's that? Oh, show it, yeah. So this is the Z Viber. I'll show it against my hand so you can maybe see how small it is. That's the Z Viber, smallest crankbait, lipless crankbait, and this thing puts off a ton of noise. So when the fish aren't here, they're curious. So I'll just throw this down, and if you got any real aggressive big ones, they'll come in and hit it right away. Otherwise, it'll call the rest of them in, at least, if nothing else, and then you can throw like a jig down with a small plastic and finish it off.
there you got one right below you.
Yeah,
now.
just instantly you start rattling them out, and then they start looking at them just pull out of the brush pile right here. They're coming right out.
Mm-hmm.
What okay? Or could be getting canceled.
Oh.
You got one right on you. You just he was on.
What did I do?
He was on, and you were just still jigging, and then he
Oh.
freaking bolted right back to the brush
I wasn't
pile.
even looking.
Yep. He moved all the way for you, though. You know what? It's always the case. As soon as you set up your full shack and get everything all established, and you've been on fish for hours.
There we go.
There you go. It's all to call them in, get them interested, get that game fish out of here. Oh, I can't. I don't want to zoom out.
Ah. Just barely.
Boom, look at that.
Yeah.
Pops it right out.
Letting them all go today.
It's going to be slam fest on your side here in a minute.
Livescope, such a game changer. It's huge. I worked like 3 jobs for months on end, 12-hour days just to be able to afford mine, and it was so worth it.
Look at that fish come out of my side, out of that brush pile.
Mm-hmm.
He's thinking about it. Thinking about it.
How many amps are your batteries?
30. Both of them are amped outdoors, 30 amp hour lithium batteries.
How long they last?
15 and a half hours, about.
Depending on brightness, right?
Yeah, depending on brightness. I mean, basically between like 50 and 100% on an Echo Map 93 SV, you're going to be anywhere, you're going to add or subtract about 1/4 of an amp an hour.
That one's shooting up towards you, see him?
Mm-hmm. 2 of them are coming.
Mm-hmm. That's a good mark right there. Just sitting on you.
It's the worst kind when they just sit there. Man, I can't believe how timid they got.
Yeah.
So usually when I have something like that, where I have one come in and obviously the sound and everything worked out, I'm going to change plastics when that happens. Something with the color. They were interested enough to think they wanted to eat something, but then they didn't want it when they got there.
I'm going to swap to a spoon.
Sounds like somebody's stuck in the snow behind us somewhere. Hey, Brad. What is it?
You donated plasma. Oh, here we go. Hang on. That's a good idea. How might I do that? Donated plasma?
Yeah.
I like that. That's funny. So I just dropped this spoon down there and they just shot out of that brush pile. Came right up to it and didn't want anything to do with it. So I'm instantly gonna swap something out. I don't know.
It's really about finding out what they want, but yeah, it's frustrating now because we don't want to move.
Definitely don't want to move.
No, it's just now we have everything set up. If we had a flip over shack, it wouldn't be so hard, but don't want to move now.
Especially because you're coming towards that prime of the day.
Right.
We've caught them here all day long. Definitely don't want to move now.
Okay. You don't like them?
Try pink.
Still, I mean, there's something going on why they're not really in here right now,
Yeah.
because they were so stacked up, and so that's my bad. One just came right up to me. Of course, I was doing something else.
Yeah, they're on you now.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I spend way too much time trying to hook my plastic perfectly.
You got a fish coming out on your side too.
Do I?
Yeah.
Alright, it's going down.
Sideways, upside down,
Yep.
going in.
Plastic's going in.
Yep.
Yep, hook's completely sideways. Let's go.
Gonna be down there doing the curly shuffle
Yep.
around the bottom. Oh, here we go. I got one. I got one wanting to play. If he goes over to yours, I'm gonna.
I'll laugh.
Well, the good thing is they seem to be funneling in a little bit now, so that's good. Tell you what, when we came out to this lake, nobody was out where we are now. I don't even know if anybody had one. Freaking putts. I don't know if anybody was even really out here, but now that we ventured out this far and checked ice the entire way, you're starting to hear more augers come closer and closer to us.
Oh yeah.
It doesn't help that we haven't moved for half the day either, so that's usually a good indication to people.
Do they want the pink? Do they want the pink?
Oh, there we go. Oh, he's out. He's out. Oh, yeah.
He's hooked up.
Finally. Probably a 10-inch. They've all been about the same year class.
Mm-hmm.
But the little thing's got me. Nice mark on the bottom. Hopefully it's still the right kind. Down, buddy. Down. There you go.
I don't think they like pink.
No?
No.
Well, so I changed out and I put on a black plastic.
No, they hate it.
I put on a black plastic. I'm not even sure who makes it, to be honest with you. I think Bluegill Chuck, to be honest with you, in Twin Lakes, Wisconsin, he makes it. You can get him at the fishing depot. I think the fishing. I'll have to look it up and post it, but it's like it looks like a rubber fly kind of a thing. That's the only black plastic I have.
Sounds like you need to order black plastics.
For sure. There he is.
There it is.
I mean, it's something so simple. That's all it takes for a change. Something that stands out, more contrast in the water.
Look at that one straight below me. There's two of them.
So I'll kind of see if I can show this here.
There it is. They want red.
You got red?
Yep. What do you got, black?
Black, yeah.
Black and red.
I mean, to be honest with you, if you really look now, though, the screen's getting full of them again. The whole area is clean, coming back together. So you got a lot more competition between fish. So sometimes it might just be more or less the...
competition for sure.
Yeah, for sure. Come on. You came up this far. Don't go away now.
Or go that way.
Yeah,
go that way. Nope.
Going right past you. Oh, son of a... Hit it on the fall and I didn't feel it. Tell you one thing, this ice is slick. Now there's water on it because it all melted from the heater. No, there's... Yeah. Come on, baby.
Oh, there it is.
Let's see. We can try to put the camera farther back, but it's going to be hard to see the Livescope screen. If you guys are itching for hook sets, I guess you could try to do it a different angle here.
I want to see my hook sets.
Yeah, it'd be all your hook sets. It'd be my swing and misses over here.
You don't have a tape measure to see what these are.
Yeah, I got a tape measure.
Yeah.
I think so.
I mean, they're seriously like all the same.
Yeah. There you go.
Let's just see what we're catching here.
Make sure to burn like 3 inches before you start at his lips.
For sure. Probably 9. Yeah, probably 9.5, 10 inches.
Yeah.
It's not too bad.
I mean, especially nice when there's that many of them, though.
Yeah, I mean,
Stacked.
hundreds.
What jig you have on, Jake? A tubby jig?
Oh yeah, tubby jig. Yep.
So, and what color? Green and yellowish?
Green, a little orange, a little yellow.
Yeah, so that's the same one I have on.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a real big jig changing guy. How about you?
No.
So like when we were at the St. Paul show, there's just millions of jigs for
I don't
sale.
know if they can see all this right now, but
Yeah, it's
insane. You see all the fish moving across the bottom right now? Those are all fish.
so fish will, when they're coming through as a pack, they will basically follow the leader. And if you're above them, like right now I'm just up above them, they might just continue to follow the leader straight through the pack. Sometimes it's hard to peel one out of it.
Oh, this one's shooting up.
I was just gonna say this is our chance for a double up. Oh, we both missed.
That's a wing and a
there's
miss.
two strikes right there.
I got another one though.
Yeah.
There it is. I didn't miss that one.
No.
I'm pretty sure I could see my line.
In
you see that?
in the water?
Yeah,
No, I wouldn't doubt it.
on Livescope.
Oh, on Livescope?
Yeah.
Yeah, I could see. You can definitely see your line often.
I mean, this
Yeah.
line is what? 2 pound test?
Right.
3 pound test? You can see that on Livescope? Oh, here you go. He's going.
Get it? Sometimes they freak out. We're down to eight people.
8 people.
Only the diehards now, or the
Yeah.
people that just joined, and they're like, "Yeah, this is lame."
Or just our family members.
Yeah, I don't even think my mom or anyone's
I'm
watching.
pretty Jackie's still
Jackie's
on there.
still on there,
She's probably bored out of her mind.
right? Oh, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
Yep, here he goes. You gotta zoom that in, bro. He's right on you right now.
There's no way. Oh, he was.
There
on
it is. He
I was
on.
like, there was no bite. He must have bit on the up and then just hung out there. Okay. Now we're doing it.
Very nice.
Now we're doing it. Go on.
We're really doing it today.
I wonder if we should try to slide this back and we can put it to the side, maybe, or...
What?
I mean, I think... Oh, you had him. He swam with it too. So a lot of guys, not really ice fishing so much, but I know a lot of the open water crappie guys. They'll put the. Oh, here we go. Oh man, we were that close
we
to
were
a
on
double. Why did they just turn on like out of nowhere now?
Look at that. Blue! Friends.
Yeah, dude, he freaking choked it too. That was almost non-retrievable.
If we were keeping fish, we could have filled 2 5-gallon buckets.
Yeah. My battery situation, like I
Easily.
definitely can't.
Yeah, 43%.
I can't run this
that's
thing to
pretty
nothing
good.
here. You know, I don't like cleaning fish, so.
Yeah.
But I do know that, like, Culver's has good fish sandwiches,
Mm-hmm.
and McDonald's,
Yep.
actually, funny enough, their fillet of fish is delicious. So.
Yeah, I didn't want to get home late tonight and then have to clean fish. Or...
Okay, so I got a little bit of a pile there.
4 a.m. comes mighty quick.
Oh, he's coming. He's coming. I turned him.
I got one on me. I backed off. Oh, gaining people.
Gain
I
it.
just see their
Because
comments.
it was we caught. Oh, you got one.
Oh,
You had no.
How do you see comments again on this thing?
You might have to swipe to the side. There we go.
There it is. Oh, oh, you see me now.
Oh man, that's not what we want.
No.
You were sitting there looking at this, and that fish came out of the that brush pile like full throttle.
I got a couple on me.
Yeah, you do. You do. See, I'm almost right on the edge of this brush pile, and you're right in between the two brush piles. So I think that plays a huge factor in things.
Oh, he's chasing it.
Oh,
there it is.
Oh.
He's still up there. Let me see if I can get him.
And then just like that, you missed it, and he pulled your jig down. You gotta straighten that back out.
And pluck this guy off the bottom here.
Oh, I got some swimming my way here. Oh, here we go. Oh man, the one thing I will say about Livescope, and I'll tell you because I've been doing it a lot today. You can watch them come in, and you can watch them go right to your jig, and your jig disappears, and you think that they hit it, and so you set the hook instinctively, but you didn't feel it. You gotta wait to feel it. It's so hard to do. You think to yourself, there's no way that fish did not just eat it. Oh, you got some just ripping it on you.
I need to get them competitive.
Right, exactly. So another thing is, I'm the jig on the left, you're going up and down. So actually there's a fish turning right now, so I'm not going to do it. Two of them. See, two marks coming.
Yeah, you got one on you.
Are you freaking kidding me? I know, I'm not slow. I'm not, my reflexes aren't slow. I know this for a fact.
Yeah.
Nobody wins in bloody knuckles against me. Oh, here we go. Come on now. And it's just crazy when you can
turn off.
when you can get them a little bit competitive, and then they really do it. So I'll kind of show you. So if I'm this jig here going up and down on the left, what I'll do is I will drop straight to the bottom, directly into the mud. And then what I'll do here is make sure you're making bottom contact and just real small up and down in the mud, and you're just basically stirring it up a little bit, making a little cloud there. These fish forget that you were just right above them, so then all you gotta do is slowly jiggle and lift it out of that cloud, and it's gonna look like an insect that just came out of the bottom. And sometimes it's the difference between them turning and eating.
Hey, like that.
Yeah, you just did it?
I did the same thing.
There you go. But you almost got to get it, like, you only have a little bit before, you know, that effect wears off, and they don't remember that you were just a bug that came out of the ground. Sometimes you could even drop a something heavy down, a weight or anything else, and just make a cloud, make a plume cloud in the bottom. See that one? I just did the same thing, and he just came ripping out.
You can't really see my little red waxy here. Nice little wedge.
Dude, how? Is my question. How?
We need our own TV show for sure.
We can't. We've been going between 17 and 9 people. Who's gonna watch it? Do you have this size tubby jig on or the bigger one?
Bigger.
Yeah. See, I think that's part of my. It's a small hook. I don't remember. I don't even know what you got fish on.
No, that's perfect. Yep, that's what I have.
Oh, well, then maybe that's not my problem. Apparently, it's not my problem then.
I'll show you next time I get out of this. If I ever make it out here. This guy.
We have wax worms, and they didn't really want anything to do with them. I wish I had some spikes, some pink spikes.
They didn't have any.
No, these guys are
no
coming to play.
Oh yeah, come on, baby. Come on, baby.
I'm really confused what's going on here. Damn. No more questions. Are they at the top?
No.
No, that was up there. There we go. Oh,
there we go.
What is the symbol on the right of the screen? Oh, the symbol on the right of the screen is, see, as I turn the transducer, it turns. So basically that is your direction, the direction your transducer is pointing. It's a little boat icon. You can get that by calibrating your compass, and then there's a selection in there that is for, let me think about what it is, Panoptix casting area, I believe, or Panoptix area, I believe it's called.
There it is. Nice job.
There you go.
That's a good one. Hi, Caitlin.
Caitlin's watching?
Yep.
All right. There we go. Okay, well, at least I know I'm not completely broken. Or is it the blind squirrel theory?
They're so stacked under me, they just will not come up.
I don't get it.
I'm gonna drop down in the mud, I guess. Come back up. Let's see.
So I filmed the video. I think it was last year, and I had a bunch of people commenting. I shouldn't say a bunch, but a couple of people commented, and they said, "Oh, you're jigging way too fast. Your pole's going crazy. Your jig's bouncing like crazy." And for anyone that's watching that's ice fished, you understand. It really doesn't move that much. Like your rod action. Hold on, I got something happening here. I can't talk and fish at the same time. A lot of times when you're jigging really fast, basically your rod moves down, your line goes slack, it comes back up, and it hits the line tight, and it makes a little thump all the way down at the bottom when your jig does that. And a lot of times you think like, oh, you're moving your tip really fast back and forth, and so your jig's moving 4 inches at a crackback. It's not. Your jig is literally not even moving barely. It's just giving out a percussive thump every time it does that when it hits the line tight. There's fish that you'll have that they won't move for 5-10 minutes, and you'll start just pounding it in one spot, and they'll come in and just instantly want it.
I haven't even been lifting. I mean, barely.
See, I have. Maybe that's what's going on.
Just don't lift.
Just full throttle the whole time?
Just try it, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I've been stopping. I'll jig aggressively, right? And then when they kind of get towards me, I kind of slightly move it. Like that, right there. Except he got off.
That was a mark, too.
Yeah.
Dude, that was the best one. You just lost the best fish you had all day.
I probably did.
How does that feel?
Yeah. It's okay. I don't even want to leave this shack.
Right?
Just dump all the minnows right in the hole that we got for tip-ups and just keep pan fishing all night. We don't get enough of this down southeast of town.
No. So, this group is fish. And there's also some brush pile situation going on there too. It's off the side of it, but mostly there's a lot of fish in there. And the same story, like they didn't want anything to do with that, so actually there's one. Every time I try to do an example, I get like movement.
And you're like,
right.
Somebody fired up the old Jiffy.
Oh yeah, Model 30's cranking.
A straight pipe on it.
They had to go up to the racetrack and get some race fuel for it. Straight pipe. Yeah.
Any questions or? See that on me? Guys, solid red.
Yeah.
Come on.
It's coming up. That's a big fish.
Oh, that's
why-
another.
That's another northern. It's gonna freaking blow our spot out.
I'm gonna jump down there and fight that northern in a minute. Yeah, see now all the fish are going. Oh, hang on. Yeah, he's backing away.
Mm-hmm. This guy's gonna
What's
come
this
play
do?
though. Sometimes when you think, if you ever watch a jig in water, as slow as you think you can hold it, you can hold it as tight as you can, it's still moving. The plastic, a plastic will still be moving, no matter how still you think you're trying to hold it. Drop her right down to the dirt. Slam it. Got him, eh?
Oh yeah.
Nice one.
Oh, probably the same. Wouldn't mind a 13-incher. Good one. Pretty good.
Yeah.
Not bad.
Is that the PS32 transducer? Oh, it's not a 32 or it's not a 22. This is Livescope LVS 32. It's confusing for a lot of people because I run the blue color scheme. Most people are used to seeing ads and publications for the amber color scheme. I like this better.
Turn on amber.
Turn on amber?
Yeah, let's just take a little gander at it.
Well, Jake, I'm a married man.
Don't mess up this one that's on me though.
Well, I can't help it if I gotta get into this. Sonar setup, appearance,
Fishing blind.
color scheme, amber, back, and
Okay.
back, and back again, and again. There.
Oh, he seriously was on, like, I was in his mouth.
Right. Okay. So, I don't even know where I am. I'm lost now. I don't even know what I'm looking at. It's more crisp on my phone when you watch it than it is on the screen.
It is. It's
Yeah.
crazy, right?
But you see how... Now, I have fish moving around towards me right now. You can't see that as well here.
Yeah, I
This guy's
agree.
gonna thump me. Come on. Come on. Dude, they hate me. Is it... what? Maybe it's my line diameter or something. They hate me. They really hate me. You can't see it because you cannot see the density in the fish.
Yeah.
You know, when you're on the blue color scheme, the density's red. You can't mistake that. So here, I mean, you got one moving up, but it's just a little bit of a brighter yellow within, or brighter orange, or what I guess, yellow within orange. It's hard to see that difference. I don't much care for it.
I don't much care for it either. My jig will be one color. The fish will be, two colors.
Come on. I'm changing my jig. That's it. Larger shank on the hook. I'm going to a Gamakatsu 4/0 drop shot hook. It's over.
Yeah, we can change this back.
Texas rig a chicker craw.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of this color.
It's done.
Yeah, so that's just me right there.
Yep.
Alright. You're not in down there, so.
Nope, and I'm gonna change the color scheme back.
Yep.
Menu. It's gone. Appearance. Color scheme. Hit you on the bottom, hit you on the pole. Back. There we go.
Yeah, I like that. The bigger the fish, the redder it is.
So let's see here this is gonna be different now. Oh, when all else fails, go bigger.
They definitely have slowed down a lot.
Because of all these jabronis over here drilling holes everywhere. Got one coming in. He's coming in hot. He's gonna turn and go up. Turned. He turned. Jeff Rose is watching. Hey, Jeff. We got tons of crappies and tried everything. We've caught them on lots of things so far.
There we go.
Got him?
Yep.
Dude, look at them come now. Look at them come out of this brush pile now. Oh, the jig's gone. And you know why they're coming out? It's because I got a jig cut off my line.
Leave him on the ice for a second. I'm gonna scare him. There we go.
If anybody's wondering, I'm still trying to get the line out of the eye of my jig that I didn't take out previous time fishing, so that's where I'm currently, in my current situation.
It was in his mouth. He took it away. I couldn't see. I was like still trying to find my jig, and it was in the fish's mouth.
Okay, so done with that one. Going with this one. Alrighty then.
It's 2:30 now.
Yeah. Okay.
The fish are just completely stacked in here. See how high I can get them to come out.
Jeff Rose, you only got one rod rig? I've got like 5 rods rigged over here, but you know, different products. I got a Z-Viber on one of them, so I can call fish in when they disappear.
There we go.
Depending what the bite's doing. Yeah, it's not a good situation here right now.
go.
Well, this is getting embarrassing now.
They are just, I mean, I've never been on a bite this crazy. This early ice, finding them on the Livescope. I mean, if you had I got a Vexilar with me today. You just can't tell, and yeah,
you couldn't see the brush pile next to you, and you couldn't tell if they're coming from the right or the left, or
no,
if what you're doing is enticing them to move, start to move in that brush pile and come out. Don't even.
It's gonna happen, Jay.
Don't even.
What do you want me to do? Throw my pole in the hole? You gotta get that jig tied up.
Give me a head start.
There we go. There's another.
Update. That's a nice one.
I mean, honestly, how many fish was that? 5 fish in 5 minutes, probably. I mean,
wow.
That's how.
Maybe.
That's how stacked they are. I keep saying stacked.
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 I mean, they are. They're more than 1 thick from top to bottom, so I would consider that stacked.
How thick is the ice? 3 to 4 inches of clear ice. I mean, we're both in a shack right next to each other. It's perfect in here. Almost had that one. You gotta shoot for the next one.
This guy's gonna come up and bypass it.
There we go.
So I'm usually,
Here we go. You think it has a lot to do with my hole?
your hole?
Yeah.
Well, no, because this guy just came over here, and then look, you see that? He turned, skibidi bop bow down, out of here. So, what that tells me is it's color. So,
there's another one.
Yeah, what worked a minute ago was this black, and now this black doesn't work. So,
Do you want what I got on?
I might have something similar.
Let me give you what I got on. So I got him right in the snout. Again, these are all like 9, 10-inch fish.
I got a red plastic here.
Okay, yeah, red. I mean, drop them back down.
You hear this guy? I mean, how far away could his buddy be?
Here we go.
Is this literally a 4-wheeler on the ice? It is a 3-wheeler. A 3-wheeler. We were afraid to walk out here. This dude's got a big red 110 out here.
On 3 inches of ice.
Driving around. Wow.
This guy's got some cojones.
Yeah, he's not playing games. He really does not want to walk.
Oh my god, I missed him. Lake and GPS coordinates, please? Yeah, you would definitely love this for sure. This is insane right now. What'd you put red on, Jay?
Yeah.
They're on you like freaking flies on Dookie.
I wish they'd be on my hook, though, is the big thing. And out of the hole would be really nice. Alright, he's turned. He's turned up. He's coming for it. This dude's literally chiseling a hole.
There we go. Drives his 3-wheeler out here to chisel a hole. Unreal.
Oh my goodness gracious! You can't make this stuff up. They're setting up where we wanted our tip ups, by the way.
Oh, they are?
Oh yeah.
Whatever, I don't really care. I'm having a blast with Livescope and catching all these panfish for sure.
Finally got mine set up for the battle on Bago. Yeah, Winnebago with white bass and stuff is going to be crazy.
Yeah.
With Livescope. Man, battle on Bago, the rules are just such, they're so weird with the rules that you could catch anything. You can catch a minnow and enter it, it doesn't matter. But just as far as efficiently tracking white bass is going to be nuts.
There it is.
So update.
Yeah.
Currently have one coming up. Let's see here. Hey!
Nice.
You saw it here last. Made it. Made it happen. That fish must not have been right in the head.
Thought I had him.
It's a really hard bite. They're not coming up and hammering it. They're just, I don't know. Some days you have it, and some days I have it, I think. We'll go back and forth. That guy, they never even.
There you go.
See him go? See him go back home? I like to think that I still tricked him enough, so like internally in my head, I'm gonna count it as a catch.
Yeah. We all did that. I mean,
I tricked him, you know, like.
I like to think that the fish was, 16-inch crappie.
Yeah. No bigger fish than the one that got away, that's for sure. Now this guy's gonna do frickin' donuts out here, and unbelievable.
Jealous no ice in Pennsylvania. Yeah, there's no ice in southeast Wisconsin where we're from either, so we had to drive 5 hours north just to find it. And it's not that much ice. Come on, dude. Seriously?
Here. Okay, so some live action situation. How much do we got going on?
All day. Now you got this guy.
America! Not playing games. You know, got the sweatpants brigade out here. Yeah, and then here you go. There you go.
All day. You've been crushing them out here. There goes my crushed pole.
Talk about crushed. Oh, man. Oh, that's good stuff. What's that?
You want to try this pole?
No, I'm good.
Yeah, but you didn't have him try it.
Too much pride for that. This guy's coming to play.
Oh, you see how this guy's shooting?
Why? Yeah.
Here.
Wait, just hold on. Let me see your jig. I got a theory here. Let me see what. Just the jig. Just the jig. So.
Literally the same jig.
No, look at. See how mine doesn't have nearly the reveal to it right now?
You serious right now, Clark?
You serious, Clark? What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna rehook my plastic and make it a lot.
I'm pretty sure it's how soft this rod is.
That's very much possible. So what do you got? So let's talk about that. What do you got?
A 28-inch Cold Snap Outdoors Redline Series. Light. Light. Not ultralight. Not medium.
I currently have a
light.
Jason Mitchell meat stick.
Yeah.
No, it does have a very soft tip on it, but you might be right. It might be once that tip disappears out of it.
You're pulling it out of their mouth.
Yeah, it very well might be.
See, crappies have a very
soft mouth.
Soft mouth. There it is.
Well, I think half the thing is that my reflexes are so fast that.
Look at this, doubled up. I should shut up. There it is.
Next thing you know, these guys will drive the 3-wheeler into our shack. That's all it took. A little different.
They like that red. They're liking that red today. Oh, pants are pulled down on my jig here.
Alright, let's see what we got here. I got a little something different I'm going to try in a minute. So, I'm kind of one of those people that even if I'm catching fish, I change stuff all the time. Because I think I want to know, like, is it just a fish or is it, oh good lord, this guy's not messing around.
Oh yeah.
Like, was it the fish or was it the bait I was using that day? So
Doubled up again. Look at this. Look at this.
well, you know, later in the day, 2:30 now, 2:45, they're starting to fire up.
Yes, they are.
Coming in for supper.
Tell you what, we would definitely have over our limit today.
Mm-hmm. Wonder if we should go live on my Facebook and start on my other channel instead.
Yeah, what are you on right now?
The group, Livescope group.
Oh. And do what?
Just go on my personal page. You want one on or no? There's always one on you.
Yeah, I was kind of waiting.
Uh-oh.
There it is. Oh, that hurt.
Hook in the finger?
Hook in the finger.
Hook in the mitt. We're down to 9.
Oh,
Right,
9 people, huh?
Let me check my battery here. 25%.
And we need to still get out of here.
Yeah, I'm gonna sign her down here. I'm gonna shut her down, I think.
If we had headlamps, I wouldn't be worried about it.
Yeah.
But getting all of our stuff off the ice and
Well, we're gonna have to navigate by Livescope screen.
Look at this. Did you see them all? Just.
Oh, that guy just took a swing at me. Swing and a miss there. Must be my kind of fish.
So any more questions about settings or anything before we sign off on this?
Gunther's watching. Gunther started watching.
Okay. Beginner Mountain Gunter?
Yeah.
Is it?
Again, outdoors, yeah.
Oh. There we go.
Dude, it's embarrassing.
Come on. Oh, I completely missed that up bite.
Yeah,
Just
I think
biffed
that's like a lot what's going on is that up bite.
I wasn't paying attention.
There he is.
There it is.
He was on
there
there.
you go.
I walked into that one. This dude's not pointing around right here. Smoking him. Want to know the best part about it? This jig that I'm using, I found.
There it is.
I found it on the ice. Where was it? Lake Alice.
Was it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That plastic tail I did, yeah.
What I love about Livescope is just having one unit in a shack, and seriously, like, as many holes you can drill together and be in the same shack is how many lines, you'll see.
In a line for the most part.
In a line, yeah, for the most part. Yep. Yeah, you're right. But I mean, if I wanted to go fishing with my wife and 2 kids, I can just bring my Livescope and see all 4 lines. Just easily. I had one on. Didn't even see him.
Let's see there. I wonder how we could find this out.
So, what you said earlier, you know, I'm sitting here watching the live, you know, the Livescope, and I'm waiting for them to be completely over my bait, but they're already there. You know.
Yeah.
They're already, and by the time I look at my rod, the rod's coming back up from the bite.
Yeah, exactly.
And I've missed them.
Yep.
So definitely watch your rod tip still.
It's hard. It's hard to do.
It is.
There we go.
I'm trying to see what the fish is doing, and
right there.
holy goodness, you got some plastics.
Yeah, well, you know how it goes.
Yep. Did it again.
Watching the screen? Yeah. It's so hard not to. So if anybody doesn't have one of these Eagle Claw cases,
There it is.
the rod case, man, they are nice.
They're very nice. I had a $150 Ice Fishing Innovations case, and I just sold it because I hated it, and bought a $30 Eagle case, and it's better. Eagle Claw. For sure. Way better. Love being able to see the fish right under the ice.
Botched plastic right there. There we go. That's
There's another one. Another one. That's a little guy.
Anyone that's been here the whole time is gonna be like, all we hear is Jason changing plastics in the background. Click, 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 click.
I'm wearing this plastic out, dude. This plastic is getting. I'm gonna have to. I seriously have no more of those plastics.
Right. There you go. Let's put this around here.
I gotta make it last. All winter. Here we go. We are crushing fish today. This guy just, he gave up halfway up. He just gave up. He just floated to the surface. He's like, yeah, I'm not getting off. Oh my god, I got fish slime. I'm gonna have to wash these. This is it's not good.
So you see this guy? Oh, he's turning around. Okay.
Oh, this guy's pulling drag. There we go. Doubled up. Doubled up.
Yeah, they're definitely feisty right now.
Sounds like that three-wheeler needs some
Carb clean? Need some
yeah.
seafoam in it?
Needs some seafoam in it. Oh, my plastic is not doing good.
That's the only one you got?
You're just waiting for it to fall apart, aren't you?
Yeah.
Huh?
Now's the time I have my comeback.
You're like, please, just disintegrate.
What is it, a wedgie?
Yeah, just a red wedge.
Red. Yeah, you got red. Yeah.
Red is, I think, key here.
Yep.
I caught a few on black, but nothing like what red is.
Right.
Do you have any red?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Alright, I had to shorten my plastic up. I don't know if, oh, he's spinning like a top here. I don't know if you can see him. It's a little red wedge tail. I'll fix it, make, oh, broke my line. Well, looks like I'm falling apart here. I'm gonna be tying this thing on. Look at this. Oh wow, the freaking line broke. Well, I guess always, you know, pull on your lure. Make sure your line's still strong. This line is like 5 years old on this rod.
I cannot believe this dude's on a 3-wheeler out here. I just literally can't believe it. We didn't even want to have the sled next to us.
Not only is he out here on a 3-wheeler, he's acting like an idiot.
Well, you know you can't drive a 3-wheeler and not act like an idiot.
That's true.
It's like a jet ski. You can't drive a jet ski and not just be out of control.
Okay, you've had your fun, dude. Look at my line is so gnarled. There it is. Pretty sure one fish is giving birth to all these fish. They're all the same size.
Yeah, they probably stocked it or something.
Oh, what was I thinking?
Alright. We're shutting her down. We're shutting down the feed.
Thanks for watching.
Going this way. We're going this way. Alright. Thanks for watching. My battery's gonna die. We still got a long day left to go and get out of here with no headlamps, so I will catch you next time.